Okay, Lisa, here's your first round of tricks for You Never Can Tell. The best thing to do is acclimate to the style first. So I want you to take a two-note C, C and E, and we want to practice some of the moves in parallel thirds. So I want you to practice going C, E, just going up in thirds on the white keys. So note pairs, C, E, D, F, E, G. But then when you get to E, G, practice slipping from E flat to E. Like that. So you get this. And then do it in reverse. So that's your first step, is acclimating to that little run in thirds with the slip note. Then I want you to try starting on the two note F, F, A, and going all the way down like this. So F, slip with the E. Again, you're just going down the scale, but occasionally bumping into that E flat. And then this is really crucial. I want you to practice a two-note G, G and B, then a two-note F sharp and A sharp. I want you to use 2 and 4 on those. So you have 1, 3, 2, 4, back to 1, 3 for a two-note F, F and A. This is the most crucial juncture in the whole song because it gets used over and over. So do it in both directions. So your three really crucial moves are this one, white, white, black, black, white, white, and then down from the F. These are your two crucial moves. And then at the beginning, I'm going to give you a move in 6. So that means G and E. And you go down white, white, black, black, F sharp and D sharp, white, white, F and D, and then E and C. We've done moves like this before for stumbling. Your first move is going to be based on that. So the very first lick in the song goes like this. Let's see, let me think about this. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. Okay, so you started with this 3 note C, 7, and then you're going to go like this. So the thumb plays every note and it goes C, D, D sharp, E. Again. And as soon as you got here, you're in a triplet mode, you're going. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole mood is teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. Again. You can see, and then you want to do a slip note on the C in E. You could. So I'm going to end it there. Ba, 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 ba. And C and E with a slip note. You'll almost never just play C and E like this. You want to kind of get in the habit of slipping that. So you land here. See that Pierre did truly love the. And what does he do here? He goes. Okay, so that move goes. Then you slip it again, and you go. Then to the F, F sharp, G. So it's. And then you reverse it. Again, there's a whole lot of just doing that forward and doing it backward, and then coming down the scale like this. So you finish your first lick. Then you slip here. See that Pierre did truly. Right after you get to G, your left hand shifts to the G chord. So it's. So you get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Then you go back to the G. Same move, he keeps repeating it. And then he does the whole scale. So that's the third crucial move. So you're on your G chord and you're here. Now you do the whole scale starting on F. So one more time. G, F, slip, back to the beginning. Now there's one other lick I'm going to show you to get you started in your right hand. So now you put your pinky on C and you slip the F sharp to G like this. So it's one, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and then you have a 3-note F6/4 C F A. You play the top 2 notes F and A, then the thumb on C, and then you play. So you play the E flat and the C, and then you slip the C up to the E. So that second half of the move is this. Again. So the whole lick is. So that's like the second verse. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then after that move, what does he do? Okay, this is where he goes up the C scale, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So it's white, 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 slip note. So 1, 2, 3, ba, ba, ba. Again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, you might not get this far, but then there's a weird move he does to get to the G chord. He goes. So this is just like up here with the whites and the blacks, but now you're down here on A and C. So it's A, C, A sharp, C sharp with 2 and 4, and then B and D. Same move. So, but you start that on C and you go C, ba, ba, ba. Again, C, ba, ba, ba. And then you'll go G to the F. And then he does the same thing in a low octave on his G chord. Same thing from before, but higher. I mean lower. Wait. So again, the same move of a G, then the scale with a slip note on E flat, and a resolution to C. So that theme, again, the first part of this video, practice those themes so that you can know what I'm talking about. So theme number 1, going up the C scale. And then slipping there. Theme number 2 is coming down the F scale. Wait. All the way to the C. Theme number 3 is going chromatically from G to F. And back. And then theme number 4 is doing the chromatic thing, but from A and C to B and D. Same fingering as we just did. Then besides that, the only 2 licks are the lick in 6 that I showed you at the beginning. And then this lick with the slip notes. And then the F chord. And everything else is parallel thirds. So let's put this all into context. Make sure my video is still going. Okay, so if we start, he has his little intro. And it's, there was a teenage wedding in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You could see that piano. Second lick. Now we're finding the G. Back to G. Repeat that. Then it was a souped-up town, it was a cherry red 53. 1, 2, 3. Now it's just the same thing in the low range. And I'm going to soup these up a little bit later. He said the whole scale. Left hand involved, don't worry about it, but just try to learn these licks. So one more time I'm going to try to encapsulate the 3 licks. Lick number 1. Okay, and that actually ends here. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, lick number 2 will also begin here and go. Sorry, it goes. And then you had this long, boring thing on the G where you're just doing this and coming down and going back up. And then the lick that takes you back to C is this. And then you have your coolest lick, which is the. And now it's just thirds going up the scale. And then you're just at the basic G. That goes down and up, down, and then down the scale. I know this is a lot of information, but I'll help you with it when I see you next time. Bye.